Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Today, today something going wrong in the blackboard. Today some problem in the blackboard. I don't know why. Here time of Muhadra showing mukhtalif. I don't know why. What is the problem? Okay. So today I will start. Today I will discuss this one. Inverse functions and logarithmic functions. So today I will start inverse functions. Okay. So let me define this inverse function. See this inverse function. Definition of function. Definition of one-to-one function. A function is called one-to-one if it never takes on the same value twice, that is f of x1 not equal to f of x2 whenever x1 माफी x2, right? So one-to-one function यानी if listen, if two input for मुख्तलिफ input लाजिम मुख्तलिफ output, then the function is called one-to-one. If मुख्तलिफ input लाजिम output मुख्तलिफ, like this. Suppose if here मौजूद, let me show this. See this रस्म बयानी here. Okay, here input अरबा output अशरा मुख्तलिफ. So फिना कुल्लो input output मुख्तलिफ, कुल्लो input output मुख्तलिफ here. Okay, so if this type of function, and this function is called one-to-one function. One-to-one function, right? See here, for all input output मुख्तलिफ, हिना अशरा, हिना सबा, हिना अरबा, हिना इतने. So this function is called one-to-one function, right? But here look, in this case here तलाता and इतने input मुख्तलिफ but output here same. See, तलाता and इतने input मुख्तलिफ, right, but output same. So this is not one-to-one function. लाजिम मुख्तलिफ input मुख्तलिफ output. Understand that? मुख्तलिफ input मुख्तलिफ output, right? Okay, so that is called one-to-one function. There is another way, another tariqa to check one-to-one function, that is called horizontal line test. Horizontal line test. Okay, a function is one-to-one if and only if no horizontal line intersects its graph more than once. Okay, it means what? See, this is the rasam bayani here मौजूद. Okay, if you take horizontal line यानी hada, this line, this is horizontal line. Okay, if take horizontal line here, see this horizontal line cutting here and cutting here, 2 points. So this function is not one-to-one. Okay, lazim all horizontal khat cutting the rasam bayani at only 1 point, mafi 2 point, mafi 3 point. Okay, but here this horizontal line cutting this rasam bayani here and here, it means this is not one-to-one function. Okay, now see here, look over here, example 1, fx isavi x power 3, this is the function x power 3, and rasam bayani hada x power 3. But here, so all horizontal line, this horizontal line cutting here 1 point, this horizontal line cutting here at one point, and this horizontal line cutting here at one point. Okay, so all horizontal lines cutting intersect, all horizontal lines intersect Rasambiani at one point. Okay, it means this is one-to-one function. Okay, so this x power 3 one-to-one function. So if Rasambiani मौजूद, then how to check this Rasambiani is function of one-to-one this is the Rasambiani of one-to-one function. You take this line, this way line, horizontal line. If these all lines cutting Rasambiani at one point, then it is one-to-one function. Okay, but here see this horizontal line cutting Rasambiani at 2 point, so it is not one-to-one function. Okay, but this is one-to-one function. This x power 3, yani this Rasambiani. So this x power 3 is one-to-one function. Why? Because kullu line here, horizontal line cutting Rasambiani at one point, fakat one point, right? Now come over here, see another example number 2. Example number 2, x terbiya is one-to-one or not? Is the function fx isavi x terbiya is one-to-one or not? Tell me. So you know the Rasambiani of x terbiya. What is the Rasambiani of x terbiya? Rasambiani of x terbiya here मौजूद. See, okay. But if you take horizontal line, this horizontal line cutting this Rasambiani at 2 point here. This also cutting at 2 point. If Wahid horizontal line cutting Rasambiani at 2 point, it is not one-to-one function. So this is not one-to-one function. This is function, but maafi one-to-one function. Okay, but this x power 3 one-to-one function, right? Okay, so this way you will check if Rasambiani मौजूद, so you will check this function is one-to-one or not. Okay, now come to here definition number 2, right? See this. This if here मौजूद x, this point x, and this input and this output. Okay, so let f be one-to-one function with domain A and range f, then its inverse yani x, inverse yani you can say x, you can say makos, I don't know, inverse, f inverse as domain B and range A is defined as this way. So see, when inverse exists, when function one-to-one, then inverse मौजूद. If function माफी one-to-one, then inverse माफी मौजूद. Okay, for the inverse function lazim one-to-one. Okay, right? So how to write inverse? This is the definition. Okay, just remember this. Here what? See, this is domain A. So in domain A, this is input, and in domain B, this is output. Okay, so function f from here to here, x to I. Okay, and if inverse मौजूद, then inverse hada ishara inverse, f power -1, this is ishara inverse, f inverse from here opposite, from here to here. See this. Okay, so how to understand this f? Look, function f from A to B, set A to B, right? And if this function is one-to-one, then here inverse मौजूद, inverse exists, f power -1, and this from B to A, opposite B to A. This is the meaning. This f must be one-to-one. Yes, if function f is 1 to 1, then hada exists, and hada b to a function from b to a. Okay, so domain of function f is a, domain of function f is a, and codomain of function f is b. Understand that? And here domain of f inverse is b, and codomain of f inverse is a, opposite, right? It's opposite. You have to understand this, right? So look here, see here, in a domain of f, and here b. See what is the, see here, domain of f inverse, you saw range of f, What is domain of f inverse? Domain of f inverse is b, and range of f is b, hada, bb. Okay, so this same written here, domain of f inverse, you saw range of f. Okay, and here range of f inverse, you saw domain of f, range of f inverse. So range of this f inverse is what? Range of f inverse is this, hada range, and this a is here domain of f, So this equal, okay, this equal range of f inverse and domain of f, equal here, range of f inverse and domain of f. If inverse मौजूद, if function 1 to 1, then inverse exists, f inverse hada, f inverse yani this exists. Okay, right? So let me explain one more time. See here, function f from a to b, right? Okay, if this function f from a to b is 1 to 1, then this exists, 1 to 1, then this f inverse exists, and this f inverse is from b to a. Okay, so look here, domain of f inverse, you saw range of f, and here range of f inverse, you saw domain of f. This is the written here, right? You have to remember. Okay, now note this, note some points here. F inverse of fx, this is how x. See this, hada inverse and hada f cancel, bagi hina x, right? And here f inverse x, this f and this inverse cancel, bagi hina x. You have to remember this. Okay, so f inverse fx is avi x, f of f inverse x is avi x. Okay, remember this. Now come to this question, example number 3. Given the function f has an inverse, yani function f has inverse मौजूद, okay, and f of y is equal to 5, f of 3 equal to 7, f of 8 equal to -10. Find f inverse 5, f inverse 7, and f inverse -10. So just suppose it, okay, f from here to here, then x from here to here. f inverse 5 is avi wahid, so father f inverse 5 is avi is wahid, here written. Opposite, just opposite, axially is opposite. So f of 1 equal to 5. So here f inverse 5 is avi wahid. Here f of talata is avi 7. Then f inverse 7 is avi talata, just opposite. Okay, here f of 8 is avi salib asra. f inverse salib 8 يساوي f inverse salib 10 يساوي 8. Just opposite. See this. This is opposite or not? Aks yani opposite. Function f from a to b, then x inverse from b to a, opposite. Okay, right? Yes, so this way you will write. Yes, now come this very simple, just opposite. Okay, now look here, this is the main thing, this is important. How to find the inverse x function of 1 to 1 function f. Okay, if function मौजूद, if you have 1 to 1 function, if 1 to 1 function मौजूद, then cap find x यानी f inverse, cap find. So this is the rule, this is tariqa. Okay, see here, step 1 here, step 1 اكتب هذا y يساوي fx, اكتب this y يساوي fx. Okay, step 2, solve the equation for x in terms of y. Okay, solve the equation for x in terms of y. Okay, so step 1 هذا fx اكتب y, fx اكتب y, and number 2, step number 2, hal for x in terms of y, it means x يساوي y, like that, hal like that. And step 3, to find this, to find x inverse as a function of x, interchange x and y to get this one. Okay, at the last step number 3, x and y change. Okay, आखिर interchange x and y, and then you will get this x. Okay, so see the question, then you will understand clearly here. See this question, and then it will be clear to you, right? So find the inverse of function fx. Fx is avi x power 3 plus 2, right? This is the question. Example 4, find the inverse of fx is avi x power 3 plus 2. This is question. You have to find the inverse x. Inverse yani you have to find this, you have to find this f inverse x, you have to find this hada come. Inverse yani hada f power minus 1 x. This is called f inverse x, right? So now look here, how to find this. See here, function मौजूद, this f, अव्वल step is what? See the अव्वल step hada fx uktub y, fx uktub y, this is number 1 step. Okay, so hina मौजूद fx, this fx uktub hina y يساوي هذا x power 3 plus 2, y يساوي x power 3 plus 2. This is number 1, this number 1 step, plus see how to solve. Let me solve here. Here मौजूद fx equal to x power 3 plus 2, right? The number 1 step, what to do? Number 1 step, number 1 step is this fx uktub y, fx يساوي y, and بعدين هذا x power 3 زائد इतने, right? Number 2 step, you can't see. Okay, let me take another paper. See another paper. There here problem. See the whiteboard. Here no problem. This okay? This white, can you see the whiteboard? Okay, so see the whiteboard. I will write here. Look over here. So you have this fx. Here, can you see here? Fx is avi x power 3, okay, plus 2. Yes, this is the function. Fx is avi x power 3 plus 2. So number one step, uktub hada fx is avi y. Uktub fx is avi y. This number one, and this equal to x power 3 plus 2. Is okay? What I did, step y, awal step hada fx uktub y. Sir, right? And baden step number 2, hal for x, यानी here y मौजूद min hina मौजूद मोजब इतनेन, so मोजब इतनेन सील यसार, so this will be सालिब इतनेन, and this equal to what? X power 3. Is okay? X power 3. It means what? X power 3 equal to, you can write this, x power 3 equal to y minus 2, right? After that, here x power talata, so delete talata delete, so hina is talata delete here, so here is jadar y minus 2, yes, jadar y minus 2, and here is talata, right? So what you did, awal fx uktub y, and baden hal for x isavi hada, x isavi this, plus, and after that x power 3 equal to y minus 2, baden this talata here, power talata here मौजूद, power talata delete here, so hina bagi x, and here is jadar talata, here is, so okay. Now look, after that here change आखिर point, change x and y, okay, interchange x and y, it means x up to y and y up to x, so this means this is f inverse, you will get this f inverse x equal to here 3, and this y is x here, akhir y is x, change y to x minus 2, right? So hada x, hada inverse. Okay, so this will solve. Again, let me explain again. fx is x power talata plus 2. Step number 1, fx uktub y, y is x power 3 plus 2. And after that, what to do? Zayed itnain seal yasar. So Zayed itnain seal yasar salib itnain, y salib itnain. And here मौजूद x power talata. So x power talata is y salib itnain, right? And after that, x power talata here is y salib itnain. And baden this talata cancel, delete this talata, so talata hina delete, so hina bagi x, and talata hina delete yani hina is jadar. Okay, and talata is here and y minus 2 and akhir uktub this x yani hada x f inverse x and this y akhir this y change here x. Just remember these 3 steps. Okay, let me solve another question. Here good? Okay, so I will explain here inshallah. See another question. See another question. If you have this function fx equal to, see this fx equal to, I am taking x power 5. Okay, then what is the x inverse of this function? So let me solve here. Solution fx equal to x. Question is this: find f inverse x. Find f inverse x. Okay, if this is question, if fx equal to x power 5, yes, fx is x power 5, find f inverse x. So now number one step, what is number one? fx up to y, and this equal to come x power 5. Is okay, right? This means what? X power 5 is again, see, awal step, number one step, fx up to y, hada fx is y, this number one, fx is y, and here x power 5. So x power 5 is this y. This okay? And by then hina मौजूद x power khamsa. So delete khamsa. So hina bagi x is kam is khamsa delete. So here is jadar, here is y, and here is khamsa, fifth root of khamsa. Is okay? This one, right? So this x is this jadar y. So x yani hada, x yani this x inverse, and akhir y change, this y change x hada, and this comes here. This is inverse hada x. Okay. Now see another question. Clear? See one more question here. Look over here. If I take here question fx equal to jadar x minus 2, fx equal to jadar x minus 2. So find f inverse x. Find this f inverse x. This is the question. fx मौजूद, find f inverse x. Now see the solution. What is solution? This number one, this fx up to y, right? And this equal to jadar x minus 2, right? हिना मौजूद y इसावी जदर x minus 2. So अव्वल delete this jadar. So jadar कैफ delete. सीर हिना तरबिया y तरबिया and हिना jadar x minus 2 हिना तरबिया. seal hina tarbiya. Okay, so this will be y tarbiya is how we come. This jadar and this tarbiya cancel. Kam bagi x minus 2. Okay, and baden hal x yusawi. Kef hal x yusawi. So look here, y tarbiya hina मौजूद सालिब इतने सील यसार. So this will be mojab itne, and this equal to kam bagi hina bagi x, right? After that, look here, x isavi kam iji y tarbiya zaid itne. So this x yani hada. Stop this. Don't write here change x and y. Ala tu x yani f inverse x and isavi. This y आखिर this y change x. Y yani x tarbiya and plus 2. Hada x. This way. See this. Do you understand this? So this way you will find x. See another question. See another question here. If you have this function, if fx isavi x power 5 and minus 2, x power 5 minus 2, then find inverse. Find inverse. Find inverse. Inverse yani f power minus 1x. That is called inverse x. So see the solution here. fx uktub awwal step is what? Fx uktub y. Okay, and this equal to x power 5 minus 2. Okay, and baden hal for x yusavi. So hina mawjood salib itnain seal here yasar. So this will be y zaid itnain and equal to x power 5. So this means what? X power 5 yusavi y plus itnain, right? After that, what to do? X power 5. So delete 5. So hina bagi x. So 5 means hina delete. So hina is other y plus 2 sa, and here 5. Right? So this x yani inverse f inverse x, and this equal to akhir this y change x plus 2 here maujood 5. So this is x inverse. Say this. So remember the step. Awwal step fx uktub y f minus 1. Why hina x? Why here x? When you change x and y interchange, then here is x inverse. Kanun number 3. Step number 3. Did you see step number 3? Okay. hal x isavi hada, this means here this is x and this y change akhir x, this y change akhir x, this is rule, this is Carnot. Okay, step number 3, right? Now let me solve another question. See this question. If here mojood, if fx equal to 3x power 3 and minus 5 here. If function is this, find f inverse x, right? So see the solution. Same tarika, fx up to y here plus, and here mojood 3x power 3 and minus 5, right? So here y, baden hal, awwal fx up to y and baden hal. What hal? For x yusavi, hal for x yusavi in terms of y. So here hina mojood salib khamsa salib aksa seal here. So y plus 5 and this equal to talata x power talata. So this, look this here, talata x power talata yusavi kam y plus 5, right? So here mojood talata darb x power talata. So hina taksim talata x power talata, hina taksim talata, then talata delete, and this equal to y plus 5 hina taksim talata. So this talata cancel, come bagi here bagi x power 3 equal to y plus 5 taksim talata. Just you remember, you have to find all the time x yusavi, x yani x yusavi. So here mojood x power talata. So talata delete mean hina, talata delete, so hina kam iji, hina iji jadar. Talata delete, then hina iji jadar, and here talata, and hada kullu iji juwa. Sir, this way. So this is x yani this one, and this equal to akhir this y change x plus 5 and divided by 3, and here mojood 3, third root, this is x, right? Do you understand this? Okay, any question, then ask me. Clear? So can you see this clear? Can you see whiteboard clearly? No problem in whiteboard. It's very clear, I think, huh? Okay, so I will solve here on whiteboard. From next lecture, inshallah, I will solve everything on whiteboard. That's good. So today I will stop here. And if you have any question, then ask me now. No question? Okay. So